same version of the fat bell, and we use all of them.
We should have some custom kettlebells made.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Kettlebell
And the last one would be the press, because that gets everything. That is how when I design a workout, I use those terminologies. Because when you think of the word squat, you go, okay, well, as long as I squat, I can do a back squat, I can do a front squat, I can do a Zercher squat, I can do a goblet squat, I can do a machine squat, I can do a Smith, you can do anything, overhead squat, and then you go, okay, a hinge. I can do a kettlebell swing, I can do a deadlift, I can do a stiff leg deadlift, I can do one leg deadlift, I can do kettlebell deadlift. You just keep going and going and going, and then you go, okay, a loaded carry. Well, I can hold 2 kettlebells and do a farmer's walk. I can grab a sandbag and pick it up. I can just grab a keg and carry a keg. I can do anything I want. And then a pull. Well, anything you can physically grab and pull. You could pick something up. You could do a pull-up. You could do a barbell row, dumbbell row, cable row, and then a press. A bench press or a shoulder press. You could do incline bench, decline bench, flat bench, a shoulder, a dumbbell shoulder press, a barbell shoulder press. So you're endless in those things, and the variety of that is key. So take those 5 movements and rotate the exercise within each 5 movement, and you'll have continuing progress. And you could literally do that every other day. You would have to be really good with your food and supplements to do all 5 movements every single day, 5 days a week. It would really tax your body, especially if you went heavy. But I think every other day would be great.
Flores Williams. He says, how's the game over? I mean, married life.
I love it, man. And I can say that honestly.
He would say that even if she wasn't here and wouldn't see
I would. I truly love my wife. She is good to me. She treats me like I've never been treated. And that's, y'all can make fun of me if you want, but
funny.
I'm lucky. Very lucky.
Have you seen his arms? Nobody's going to make
Oh.
fun of him at all.
Show your quads.
Yeah, I'm going to keep those under wraps.
Richard
Sebastian just wants
Sebastian thought,
He
he's
just
like,
wants
you got
to
little
say
legs. And I was like, I don't have little legs. You just can't see them.
Yeah.
And Amanda said, he don't have little legs. So I had to pull my shorts up. and show
By the
him.
way, what happened to your Katanica sponsorship?
Yeah.
Where's your Katanica shorts?
He wore them the hell out.
I
these new ones?
I didn't see those. I've worn
You
mine.
better,
Your color.
you better get some right now.
Well,
Yeah.
these are the Botanica shorts. I just wore them so much they turn khaki. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, because they
But-
have a tan one.
They do have a tan one. No, I literally have worn mine to the point they look
My
like.
gray ones,
They look like dirty
or my
sweatpants.
black ones turned gray.
Yeah, that's what
Just
mine
worn
look like,
out.
dirty sweatpants.
But these are the new ones.
The trumpet.
And if Katanica, if you're watching, you guys have been awesome to us, and
Yeah.
we love your products, so you should probably send us a bunch.
Yeah, I love
Especially
Botanicas.
pants.
I've bought
Because we
Botanica
buy
for my
a fucking
employees.
ton of it.
You bought it for your
We
employees?
just bought them for everyone.
Yeah,
Except
she-
Jeff
All
won't
three
wear
she
shorts
buys
at
them
work.
for
I
me.
got all 3 pairs.
The pants are awesome. I have the multicam black pants. Those are my favorite pants. Like, I love those. And then I have the Gen 2s, the solid black. Dude, I love the pockets. Because, especially when I have the kids, I'm sticking shit
Baby
everywhere.
bottles.
It's like I got a baby bottle here, I got a teething shit here,
You
I got
got 4M4 mags in those pockets. They
Oh,
have
yeah.
elastic loops for them.
you could put it.
Pistol mags in there.
You have pistol mags in there right now?
No, you can't.
Yeah, in the shorts you
Wouldn't
can.
fucking surprise me.
But I love those. And they have an adjustable waist.
Mhm.
So, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But no, I don't have them on today because mine just look kind
We
of
got them for everybody, and
For
Jeff
baby?
said I don't wear shorts. As soon as he saw them, he's like, I'd like to have some.
And then they,
He-Man wants some.
That's not really how it went.
Hey,
John's like, hey, how come you don't wear shorts to work? And
Because I was buying him some.
the answer was, I won't wear shorts to work because I don't know if I'm going to be climbing up a tree to rescue a chicken,
Yeah.
or riding a razor through the fucking woods that gets a flat tire and I have to come back.
Slam a tree and rip the wheel off.
Rip the wheel off. As you grow older, you tend to, you should learn from your mistakes.
Yeah.
And as a younger man, I've learned the mistakes of wearing shorts when it would be totally inappropriate. So,
Like rain.
yeah, I don't wear shorts to work,
But then
especially
you-
here, because you
yeah.
never know. You come in here and you think, yeah, I'm going to be putting some boxes on the shelf, sitting in the air condition. It's 120 degrees. John's got you out there.
John doesn't have you
Yeah,
out.
no,
Jeff has them
Jeff
outside.
moving railroad
Jeff
ties
has
or
you out
something.
there.
Jeff has them
I
outside
saw a
moving
video the
fucking.
other day.
We have
You
we
was
have
tying up
2
goats.
pieces of equipment to move railroad ties, and he'll have motherfuckers moving railroad
Yeah.
ties by hand.
Oh, we can get
Their
it.
pants are
There's
really
enough
nice.
bodies.
They are.
Yeah.
Like
I love
they've got
Botanica
fucking
stuff.
pals on the back
Oh, yeah.
side. It's fucking awesome.
Actually, this is a good question. What's your opinion? Richard Coos asked, Cuss or Coos, What's your opinion on taking expired protein powder? I found a stash in one of my boxes from when I was overseas, date 7/15. Well, I'm eating MREs that are still brown
Yeah.
wrapper.
Yeah.
Go
That's
for it.
basically
Basically,
for.
if you look at the ingredients and you know how to break the ingredients down and what the ingredients is, do you know the manufacturer? Does it have a smell? Has it been humid? Has it been completely sealed off? All those come into factor. Like I've had protein expire and smell like mold, mildew, terrible. Throw that away. But I've also had protein expire, open up like smells brand new. Look at the ingredients. There's nothing fishy in there, nothing milk based. Then it's probably good to go. Go by smell, go by texture, and ingredients. And if you know the manufacturer, write them an email. Like if it was somebody that, if it is my protein, send me the batch number, and I can check. I can check the ingredients to see how good they are.
If you're a knucklehead and you're going to eat it anyways, start in a small amount.
Yeah.
We put up a bunch of protein for like food storage, emergency prep shit,
Oh, yeah.
and we put away a bunch of it. And I got some that's old, and it doesn't mix, as
Yeah.
well. But I've never gotten sick eating it either.
And typically that's just from the getting.
The fluffy.
Yeah.
Jeff calls it the fluffy.
Fluffy.
So before I knew you, was a bodybuilding doc. One of the fucking shops had a deal every now and then where whatever you bought it was free shipping. So they had it was banana. It had like dehydrated bananas in it. It was fucking great. It's like drinking a fucking milkshake. It's got to be full of sugar.
Terrible
Full high fat.
Yeah.
They had a strawberry. They had a banana one and a cookies and cream. And I got this shit. It was like 30. It usually sold for like $125, and it's a huge 6-gallon tub. It almost looks like a fiberglass tub.
Yeah.
And I got it for like $25, $30. So I bought every bit they had. So I didn't really have any concept of what this was going to look like when it showed up, and it fucking filled up. It would fill up. It filled that whole fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like we had hundreds of bottles of this shit. I still use it to this day because it tastes so good. And I'll just mix a half a scoop or a scoop in with 2 scoops of the chocolate, and it literally
Like chocolate
it
banana?
takes about 5 minutes for the bananas to rehydrate up. But when they do, it's like real fucking. They're gray because they've been dehydrated bananas. But dude, it is like eating fucking chocolate banana pie.
That sounds good.
You would love it. It actually, if you didn't look at it, you didn't know until it was mixed in with the chocolate. You'd be like, this is really good. What the fuck did you put in here? But I got a great deal on it.
Yeah.
It was free. I mean, it had to cost them to ship it to me. It had to cost fucking what I paid to buy the protein.
Oh, probably, yeah. Shipping,
FedEx-
you know how
FedEx
much shipping is. That shit's
FedEx
expensive.
just kept bringing fucking cases of it. It's so big they could only put like 4 of them in a
Yeah,
box.
That's it.
Probably 10-pound taters.
Joseph Thacker says, what's new with you? What's new with him? We already did that. Joseph Ryan, Hyperlean or SF-187 if you had to choose one or the other?
For what? Is it for,
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say?
Just probably energy.
If my
that's it.
primary goal was to lose body fat and have energy, I would go with Hyperlean. If my primary goal was to have energy and get motivated and feel better and
That's it.
not put more towards fat loss, I would go with SF-187. So right now, for even myself, I'm not necessarily trying to lose any body fat, trying to eat, gain muscle, get stronger and all those things. So I'm using the SF-187. I'm not using the Hyperlean because the Hyperlean will increase my metabolism more than the SF. Believe it or not. I don't know if y'all have tried it too,
No.
but if you try them separately, you'll notice on the Hyperlean you sweat more.
Yeah,
So
because it raises your temperature.
Yeah.
it could raise your body temperature. The SF won't do that as
Thermogenic
much
type stuff.
because it does have thermogenics.
Kind of sweating right now.
Jeff is sweating on the
If guys are gonna all you guys drinking Monster and shit, 187 would be a great replacement for that. You guys
Oh, yeah.
drinking Monster to get energy out of it. First of all, most of those fucking Monsters are worse than drinking soda. But if you're after the stimulant effect of it, the 187 will do that in just a little bit of water. You can mix it even heavier, and just start, with a that's what I just had in here. I had a scoop of cherry limeade aminos and a scoop of 187 in here, cherry limeade.
That was the reason we come out with it.
And the new
originally,
doses are small.
I was
Yeah.
drinking the sugar-free Monsters or the tea Monsters, and there was some stuff a company made called Advocare. They made something called Spark, and I see that's their number one selling product. People buying it all the time, and I looked at the label. I was like, well, that's pretty basic, and I was like, $60 for 20 servings. I'm like, that's crazy. You could make this stuff for a few dollars because it wasn't great stuff. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a energy drink, not necessarily a pre-workout, but can be used as a pre-workout, more of an all-day energy drink called SF-187, and I'm gonna give people the money's worth. That's why when you look at the 187, it's 120 servings That's a ton of servings. Nobody's doing that, and we're selling for $50. So that's why I made the 187, because I use it when I first get up with my aminos, and then I drink it throughout the day. I don't drink Monsters anymore, and I feel way better.
Coffee replacement.
Yeah, I don't drink coffee anymore because I was drinking a lot of Starbucks coffee. I like that stuff, man. Now I wasn't putting all the crap in it. I mean, just plain Starbucks coffee with some Splenda. You know, I like that. But the SF-187, it tastes like Kool-Aid, man.
Yeah,
It's
don't
way
make
better than some bitter coffee.
and you don't crash and shit off.
Don't crash. I put some herbs in there to prevent that.
Last question here, and I don't know who this is to. How do you deal with the SOE craziness? I don't
Oh, I
know.
love it. The SOE craziness. You know, going back to when I first met John a few years ago, I didn't even know what SOE was. You know, I didn't. I was new to the gun world, new to the traffic world. Most of y'all know I didn't have much growing up. I had a shotgun, but my family just did not have it to provide. I didn't have a great family life, so I finally got into guns, learned about SOE, and I met John. I was like, man, that is a cool dude. I mean, first day we met, we didn't even know what we were getting into, meeting each other. And it was like we both hit it off. Amanda, you know, she's, she was in the side office when we first met. We're all talking nutrition. Then I get gear and I leave, and damn, I'm back in 2 weeks, hanging out. And then we're texting, and then I'm coming back every week. It's like before you know it, I didn't even know what SOE was until I call SOE my family now. I mean, I'd do anything for anybody here. And so the craziness is almost welcomed. Like, I look forward to the craziness of SOE. Just because, I mean, I consider that my second family, or my primary family other than the gym, because that's all I got. And there's always nice shenanigans to keep me entertained here as well.
The day can go quick here.
Yes.
And they happen daily. There's a lot that don't get put on video.
Yeah.
Man, it's not because we don't want to put them. We've been so fucking busy with the camera shit, and we had some internet shit going on the last few days. And we're literally every morning we come in, I go, we need to film a video. And in the middle of the day, Jeff just doesn't have a video in him when I want to do it, and he's like, man, let's do it in the morning. And in the morning we're so fucking busy getting everybody, spun up to do what we need done, and just juggling. So the videos haven't happened. We really need an actual video dude that will just follow us around and put a video in your face, put a camera. And it can't be Nick. Nick's busy doing what Nick does, and he's the dude we just hand the camera to. But we do need to get a video dude that will just come in and do just that like James has.
I can do it.
No. What else we got? Anything?
I got a test case for you.
Okay.
Test case, you can just call it 01.
01.
Because you were talking about 187.
Yeah.
So John is like, hey, you should really start taking this 187 stuff.
Oh shit.
And he said, yes. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. And this is when you just came out with the 187 with the smaller scoop.
Yeah.
So he tells me all about it and shit. And
Jeff's real reluctant. Like Jeff doesn't want to take any.
Oh,
no.
He had a
standards,
competing bodybuilder in his platoon that would go to the field and literally have to eat off of a clock. Like the dude was on stage, sniper, and Jeff's like, fuck that.
So I take the stuff
Don't
home.
blame me.
I take the stuff home and I give it to Gina. I'm like, okay, the aminos, put a scoop in there, and then this 187 and stuff. And so she's mixing the two, the 187 and the aminos. And so I'm drinking that in the morning, and I'm coming to work. And for like the first week, man, I am just... Well, it was actually longer than that. It's been a month.
Hold on. Let me
Scoop
pause
him
him
up.
for a second, because he would come in, I'm like, he was fresh here.
Yeah, like-
he just got into Tennessee. I'm like, what's up, man? How you doing? Man, it's awesome. Fucking everything's great here. I'm living the dream. Now he comes in. I'm like, what's up? He's like, living the dream. I go, I'm not convinced you're living the dream. Like, I need a little more enthusiasm
So
from
I
you.
would come in, and so John's like, I didn't tell any of this stuff to him prior to him asking, but he comes in, he's like, how's the 187? How's that going? I go, it's like I'm chasing the dragon. I go, when I come in the morning, I can feel the burn. I am flushed.
He's like, my face itches.
And I can feel it. And I go, and
My
then
teeth itch.
Yeah.
and I do it all during the, I'll take do 3 drinks during the day, and I just never get the same, for whatever reason. I'm like, for whatever reason, the rest of the day I don't feel it. I don't even notice it. And so this goes on for at least a month, and then Gina leaves on vacation. She goes back home to visit her mom or something like that. So I go in the kitchen to mix
His own drink.
my own drink. And I go in the kitchen to mix my own drink, and I open the 187, and there's the amino scooper in there. In the 187. And so I'm like, oh,
She was fucking quad dosing.
I go,
Yeah.
she really wasn't doing that. And so I call her, and she's like, yeah, I would take a scoop of the aminos and put it in a thing, and then I would take a half a scoop of the 187 and put in there. So
And we're talking the new scoop.
The new scoop's the micro scoop.
For about a month.
So she's
too.
dosing
So
him
for about a
over
month,
what the
I was
old
probably-
scoop of the other was.
for about a month, I was probably, what, triple dosing?
Like that 187 was working like a motherfucker for him.
Okay, so what I take is I do 2 of the baby scoops,
Mhm.
the 187, and 2 scoops of aminos. And now I dilute that in probably 20 to 25 ounces of water because if I
He
don't,
was taking in an espresso shot.
Yeah.
what?
It was the
It was the smallest water bottle you can
Now,
get.
I do that
I mean,
because if I don't, I'm not going to drink enough water because I sweat so
Yeah.
much. But I don't know how much a half a scoop of aminos is. It's like, that'd be 8 grams.
No, she was
No,
doing
no,
a
no,
full.
no.
She was doing a full scoop of aminos, but when she would do the 187,
She'd
she
do
would
the amino
do a
scoop.
half of the amino scoop in there.
So she's giving him like 3 scoops.
Use
that
some
would be
amino
probably-
scooper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's probably 3 scoops.
I'd say just go back to that.
Yeah.
You could do now. Technically,
Just
I
snort
tell
it.
people to do 2.
Just
Like
snort
2.
it.
If you did 2 of the 187, you'd be fine.
High
And
blood
you could do
pressure.
that a few times a day. I do 2 scoops 3 times a day, typically.
I'll do it.
Yeah, but that's what all day.
Well, yeah.
For like at least 2 weeks.
And
I'm
you're
like,
doing 1 scoop the
man,
other
this
time.
shit just doesn't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
This shit doesn't work during the day. It's only that morning. It must be because I've slept it all off. But
Yeah.
yeah, my father was like, man, this is good shit.
Man, I never take. I want to have to try that dose now. I'll try it to see how strong it is.
I'd say it was like 4 scoops of
Yeah,
prey.
yeah. He was taking more than he
Yeah.
thought he was taking.
Well, I wouldn't do more than 2 scoops. I think 2 scoops is more than
Yeah.
work. But you were doing 3 or 4.
Yeah, easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
Because it was it was the amino
And then,
scoop.
you know it's probably more than half sometimes.
Yeah,
Like,
that's the
oh,
kind
he
of
needs
shit-
extra boost
That's the
today.
kind of shit my bodybuilders do.
Yeah, she didn't
Like the
even know.
bodybuilders I train, I'll tell them to do 2 scoops, they'll do 4. You like, whatever you tell them, you know they're going to
They're gonna
multiply
double
it.
it, yeah.
It's like, hey, all right, eat 8 ounces of chicken, they're going to eat 10. You know, take 1 dose of PCT11, they're going to take 4 doses of PCT11 because more is always better in bodybuilding.
Right.
And with some things it is, you know, but not everything.
A lot of it's
And
just,
they're working
John feels
out,
that way too.
a lot of it's just by
More is
your
always better.
finances.
Yeah.
Limited by your money.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Why do you have change, man?
Because it fell in my pocket. Maybe
I
headshot
cooked it.
still.
Anything else? That all we got?
Sounds good.
Alright, let's
Do
turn
it.
that off and we'll upload that and we'll shoot another one later.
Oh.